Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Community Access. Recently, we went to 2 ribbon cuttings from the Chamber of Commerce in Oxford. Then we went to visit with our friends from the Canine Rescue League. Then our friend Elgin Nichols has another problem with a drip problem, and he'll show us how to fix it on his segment of Elgin's Toolbox. Then we went to the Oxford Women's Club Fashion Show. And finally, it's George from Wojo's Garden Center, all today on our Community Access.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
Welcome back. Well, we have 2 ribbons from the Chamber of Commerce of Oxford. The first one is the Creative Embroidery in Oxford.
Hello, Bill. Hello, Oxford. I'm Holly Bills, the Oxford Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, and today we're celebrating a very exciting day with Creative Embroidery. They are celebrating 20 years. 20 years they've been in business, Oxford. That is amazing, incredible. And here today I have Ashley Kiplinger, the owner of Creative Embroidery, and I'm going to introduce her, and I want you to tell us a little bit about the history behind Creative Embroidery and how you got your start here, Ashley.
All right, well, Vicki Lubalon, she used to be the owner, and she started it out of her house in 1993, and then in 99 she moved to our current location downtown, and then in 2007, when I was a senior, I started working here, and then I bought the place in 2010, so almost 4 years of ownership, so. And we just started doing screen printing last year, and we've been doing remodeling on the shop and everything, so you should stop by and see all of our new stuff.
Wonderful. Ashley's real big about giving back to the community. So as we always do, encourage you to shop local. Do shop with Ashley at Creative Embroidery. She did Lone Ranger shirts, and tell us what you did with the Lone Ranger shirts.
For the Lone Ranger shirts, we had 2 different styles. We had the badge with the gun on it for the adults, and then for the kids we had the badge with the mask on it, and then out of $2 of every shirt went to the Historical Museum to help with their display.
That's wonderful. And it is October, so it's breast cancer awareness, and you've got a great special going on with that as well. Tell us about it.
We're doing these shirts that Holly here is wearing, and every $5 off of this shirt goes to the American Cancer Foundation.
Wonderful. So get your Wildcat gear here, get your breast cancer hope shirts here, get your Lone Ranger apparel here. It's a great place to shop, and she does a fabulous job. So thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
We do have a few other people here who would like to say a few words on behalf of Ashley and congratulate her today on her exciting day. So I am going to hand the microphone over to her father.
My wife and I over here are very proud of Ashley for taking over this business and for continuing to go to Baker College while she's running the store so she could apply all the information and knowledge she learned. And she recently got her bachelor's in business administration from Baker, and is using that to further do wonderful things for the store from the standpoint of customer satisfaction. As you can see from Holly here, she has really expanded the ladies lines for wonderful stylish things for the ladies. She also has greatly expanded the kids lines, as you can see from here.
These are our 2 popular items right now. The onesie says I just did 9 months on the inside, and then we have our baby bibs that say these fools just put my cape on backwards.
I really like that one. These fools put my cape on backwards. As you can see, she puts a bunch of thought into the stuff that she does as far as doing it from a personalization, being creative. She also applied all of her knowledge she learned at Oxford High School, where she was taking CAD and CAM and was going to be an architect, and she took all that knowledge she learned from that computer programs and she applies it to using those skills to digitize virtually anything that you want to digitize so that she can embroider it on her embroidery machines, including down to taking wedding photos. She's done my wife and our wedding photo and turned it into an embroidery that you can frame and put on your wall. So if you can think it up, she can probably do it. And we're very proud that she has done a wonderful job on this store.
That is wonderful. What a beautiful testimony to you, Ashley. You have a few other people here. Would you like to just quickly introduce the masterminds behind the machines back there?
This is my wonderful employee, Abby.
Hi.
She goes to Walsh and to OCC, and she graduated from Oxford. And then this is my other wonderful employee, Jan.
Hello.
She's worked for me for a few years now. And they both run the machines, and they're just awesome, and they're great with the customers, and everybody loves them.
Wonderful. And this is Mom, Maureen. Mom, Maureen.
She helps me do all the remodeling here.
Wonderful. So as you can see, if you can dream it, you can build it. And I want to quickly, before I get to Joe, give a quick shout out to Vicki Lubelan. Is that the correct way to say her name? She was the owner of this store prior to Ashley being here. And so kudos to her for creating such an empire. And congratulations to Ashley, obviously, for keeping it going in her absence for the last 4 years. I'm going to turn it over to Joe Young, Village Manager of Oxford.
Well, thank you, Holly. We're very excited and happy to be here today and celebrate with you, Ashley, and your family and your employees on the great business you've got here and the service you're offering. And I noticed, too, you also offer silk screening now. Want to make sure we plug that in there, too, because they got the creative embroidery, but they also have silk screening now. So sure to check that out as well. But want to wish you very much success and thank you for being part of our community. And I know you got a new mural going to be looked at too on the east side of your building.
We're going to start that probably sometime here in the next month or so. We're going to start our big mural made out of trees, and then the trees are made out of words that represent the Oxford community. So I think that'll be a nice way to bring people into town and make them more welcoming.
Yeah, that'll be great. Well, again, we want to wish you well and many years of success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So here you have it, a 2008 graduate from Oxford High School who is really community oriented, really believes in giving back to our community. So we ask you out there today to do the same. Come and visit her at 10 East Burdick Street. She's right across the street from John Burt Realty. Have her do some work for you. Come get your Hope shirts, and we can find you on the website.
Yep. Our website is mycreativeemb.com.
As well as social media. She's hooked on Facebook, Twitter, and are you on LinkedIn? And Instagram. So on behalf of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, we congratulate you. We think this is a wonderful accomplishment in everything that's been going on in our community. This is just another one of those wonderful reasons of why to come downtown Oxford, why to shop, and why to be part of this community. So without further ado, I congratulate you, and you may cut your ribbon.
Good job. Next up, we had another great news store in Oxford. Let's watch.
Hello, Oxford. Hello, Bill. I'm Holly Bills, the Executive Director for the Oxford Chamber of Commerce, and today we're celebrating another big day downtown Oxford at 5 South Washington Street with Sue Oles and the new owner of the Boulevard Boutique. I'm sure you guys have seen it as you drive by. Wonderful. Upscale resale, consignment shop, beautiful jewelry. So we're here today with the owner, Sue Oles, and I'm going to talk to her a little bit about how she got this started, because Sue, you started in the basement, didn't you?
I did. I started several years ago. I am a senior sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics and found a need for women and wardrobing. So I started in my basement and knew that Oxford needed a resale shop. So I have resale plus new. So our jewelry's new, our purses are new, our scarves are new, and the clothing is upscale.
Wonderful. And the jewelry is beautiful. I am wearing a piece here, and you have a piece on, and there is another piece there. So absolutely beautiful and very affordable.
Right.
Very affordable pricing. So this is the Boulevard Boutique, and come on down and check it out. I have a few other people here today that I would like to introduce and give a few minutes to welcome and congratulate you, Sue. Joe?
Hi, Sue. I want to congratulate you on a beautiful store you have here. It's one of my wife's favorites, and I know it's a favorite of a number of the business people downtown, too. And you have women's and teens.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
As well in clothing, so there's quite a selection here, and it's a great addition to the downtown, and we're very excited to have you here and wish you much success.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Joe. We also have Brenda Gomery from the Curtis Insurance. She is here to congratulate and to support this great day today, as well as Teresa Say from Lioness. And who else do we have behind us that's hiding? Looks beautiful.
Hello, my name is Barbara Lemke. I'm an associate here, so please come by. I would love to help you accessorize or clothe you. It's a fun place to be.
Beautiful. And what are your hours here, Sue?
We're closed Sunday and Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, 10 to 5. Thursdays are late night. 10 to 7, and Friday and Saturday, 10 to 6. But we are open by appointment. So if you can't make those hours, please feel free to call me. I also have private consultation. We can do a girls' night out where we serve wine and hors d'oeuvres, and you can have your own party. We also do fundraising. So if you have a group that wants to give back, I have a group coming in October that 15% of the sales will go to her group.
Wonderful. So if you want to look beautiful on a budget, this is definitely the place you want to stop by and see, the Boulevard Boutique. And before we get to cutting the ribbon, I do want to let everybody know out there that she's not just a business owner, she also gives back to the community in many ways. She has helped us out at our fashion shows, putting beautiful clothing on our models. She is helping us out with our Women's Expo. She is definitely a giving and community partner here. So as I always say, please shop local, please support those businesses that support our community, because it's really important. And when you give back, it gives her the opportunity to give back too. And we are certainly very, very blessed to have her in our town. So congratulations, Sue. And on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, we welcome you. We are so excited that you're here. And without further ado, you may cut the ribbon.
Okay. Can I just add that I have lived in Oxford for 28 years, and I just could not wait to open up a business. I've wanted to do this for years and just did not have the self-confidence. And it wasn't until my daughter pushed me out of my basement, and I'm just so fortunate. And Oxford has supported this 100%. So we just have a great town here.
Thank you, Oxford, for making this possible. We're going to let her cut the ribbon, and please connect with her on Facebook as well. She is on social media, so go ahead and cut the ribbon. Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Two great stores at Oxford. Well, we missed them, but they're back. It's time for our Dog of the Week from the Canine Rescue League.
Hi, I'm Terry Dodge from Canine Stray Rescue League in Oxford. This is Hunter. Hunter's been with us for several months now, probably because he's a senior and it's harder to adopt a senior dog. He came from the same family. He was with the same family for 7 years, so he's potty trained. We have him as an adult-only dog home. We thoroughly test and evaluate our dogs when they come in, and because of his older nature and because of what we were told by the people who did surrender him to us, he would do better in an adult-only home or a home with teenagers 16 and older. He loves to play with his toys. He's very sweet, very kind. Like I said, he's been with us a while, and we really would love to see him in a home with a few adults that just love him. And he loves to cuddle. He loves to get on your lap, as you can tell, and he also likes to get down and play. Where's your squeaky baby? What do I do with it, huh? Well, look, there's the camera. There's the camera. Say hi. Say, come adopt me.
Another great dog from the Canine Rescue League. Now, they are located on 2120 Metamora Road, just north of Myers. Now, it's time for my friend Elgin Nickel. Elgin will show you how to fix a drip in your house. Here's Elgin's toolbox.
Welcome to the toolbox. Well, today we're going to change a faucet in this laundry area, and the easiest way to do this with a sink like this, a laundry sink, is to actually disconnect the drain system on the bottom and pull the whole assembly out. That way we can work on it with ease. I will have to turn off the faucets or the shut-offs underneath, and if I can't reach them, I have to go downstairs and shut off both the hot and the cold, drain that water, and then I'll start the process of taking this apart and showing you how easy it is to put in a new faucet. Take this assembly off, just set it aside here. We can kind of climb under here and take a peek and see what we've got going on. Bye, Bill. Let's say we're going to disconnect this assembly here from the drain, and here are a couple of shut-offs. We're going to shut these off, and there's 2 more shut-offs up above I can see. So I'll probably have to do that. I'm going to get a towel because we're going to have a little bit of moisture here by the time I'm finished. And we'll be right back with that one. Well, we got that disconnected now. We had to take out 4 screws that hold the legs in place to the floor. And it should come out now if we give it a pull. Lift up on it. We still have the water lines connected, so We'll be able to reach back there and disconnect that, hopefully, without too much problem. Okay. Well, we got the second one out, so those lines are disconnected. Just a matter of pulling it out now. Watch out we don't damage the floor in any way. And now we can access this faucet real easy. We just turn this around. We're looking at the back of it now. We'll actually disconnect these lines, brass fittings. And there's one off. Take the second one. A little bit of luck, it won't be welded on too badly. It's on there pretty tight. Made a little persuasion on this one. Now, okay. Okay, we got this one off. Now, we got to disconnect the locking nuts on the top to hold the faucet in place. Yeah, that loosened up pretty easily. Surprising. It's been on for probably about 15 years or so, and sometimes they'll weld on there, you know, a little tough sometimes to get off, but this one seems to be cooperating. Of course, I may have spoken too soon. No. Almost got it. Ah, voila. Disconnected. Yeah, that takes care of that little bugger. Now, I've got to clean this up a bit. So I'll be back with it in just a minute as soon as I get something to clean it with. Okay, apparently we have a little problem here. The faucet that was purchased is a regular sink faucet. So it's wider than what this is. This is actually a bathroom faucet that was in here originally. So we're not going to let this go to waste though. We're just going to drill some holes in this that'll make it fit. So we'll use this as a template so we get it all lined up properly. And just kind of draw our hole where we want it. I like using these DeWalt drills. This is a pretty good one. This is actually the 18 volt model. They do make a 24 volt also. You don't want to force it. Oops, there we got it. Now that's nice and clean. Okay, we got the first one punched out. We're going to do the second one. Well, how about that? Okay, now let me see. We get the rest of the kit out. All right, Bill, you probably think I'm wrestling a snake here, right? This is not a snake. This is plumber's putty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this underneath of it, the seal plate on the faucet, so we don't have any drippage or leakage on the faucet. If it should get up on this area here. Well, we're just about done with this. Yeah, we'll now put the faucet in. Ready to put the bolt nuts on. We have a rubber seal here that goes on first. Well, Bill, we finally got this thing all put together, and I'm taking a shortcut because of our time allocation. This should work. I've checked for leaks underneath. All the connections are good. All we need to do is see if there's water come out of this guy right now. Hey, we have water, Bill. Back to you.
Good job, Elgin. Next up, our reporter Susan Bork and I went to the Oxford Women's Club Fashion Show. That was a full house at the Boulder Point Golf Course. There was 4 men waiters and me, and the rest was women. That was a tough job, but I made it. Let's watch the Oxford Women's Club Fashion Show.
evening. Welcome to Boulder Point here in Oxford, and we are with the Oxford Women's Club Fashion Show this evening. So I have a few ladies here to introduce, and let's start with you.
My name is Kathy Hayfline. I am the co-chair with Nancy Ray of this event.
Nice to meet you. And Nancy?
I'm Nancy Ray, and I'm president of the Oxford Women's Club and co-chair with Kathy.
So ladies, this is a big event, and you've done a beautiful job. Would you like to tell me a little bit about what it's about and for and how it all came to be?
Well, this is an annual event that the Women's Club has, and it gets back to the purpose of the Women's Club, which is to raise money for scholarships for Oxford area students. Last year and the previous year, we gave out $10,000 each year for scholarships. This is probably our biggest fundraiser, but then we're going to follow it up in January with a wine tasting event at Addison Oaks.
That's wonderful.
So that's another big one too.
So back to back, you ladies are really busy.
We don't sit down very much.
And we also do wreaths.
So let's talk a little bit about the actual fashion show itself tonight. And who is putting it on, where are the clothes from, and who are the people who are wearing it?
The primary participant is Kim Rose, and her store is located in Grand Blanc. And she has done this 2 or 3 times for us, not consecutive years, but 2 or 3 times. And then we also have Lisa DeCampo, who runs the Ella store in downtown Oxford, and she's joining us this year for the first time. So we're very pleased to have both the ladies with us. They've got great things, and it's going to be a fun show.
And you get volunteers then to actually participate?
Mm-hmm. Some of our members are models, friends, family, whoever we can get.
Well, it sounds like great fun, and it sure looks like everybody's having a wonderful time. Nice job, ladies. I hope you raise a ton of money, and I can't wait to see the show. Thank you.
There you go, another great fashion show from the Oxford Women's Club. Now, it's George from Wojo's Garden Center. George?
Good afternoon, and welcome back to Wojo's Greenhouse and Garden Center here in Ortonville. I'm George, and it is one gorgeous fall day. Sun is out, and the plants behind us look exceptional. I'm going to go into the second part of the putting your garden to bed, the fall cleanup. Last time we talked about watering, pruning, fertilizing, snow and ice protection. We're now going to talk about bark protection. A couple things that happen. First of all, sometimes people come in the springtime and they'll say, the bark on my tree has split. That happens a lot with young maple trees and also with the flowering cherry trees. And normally it's on the south or west side of the tree, caused by the sun in the wintertime beating down on that bark, causing it to expand and contract, and that's what causes the split. If you want to alleviate that, we have a product that is a tree wrap. It's a heavy paper, not quite as thick as cardboard, but with this you can wrap it around the trunk of the tree, and that will help to stabilize that the temperature so that it doesn't go to extremes and cause the splitting. So this product works very, very nicely. Next thing we want to talk about, and I've talked about this several times since the 1st of August, is the trunk protection for deer. We have the vinyl trunk guards. I also saw in a garden magazine some folks use the aluminum stovepipes that you can pop back together and let that be a barrier to prevent the deer from rubbing on the bark. The deer rubbing their antlers can take the bark off and cause the tree to die. So we want to make sure that they're not having that opportunity and that you're protecting it. This also works well if you put it all the way down to the ground so that rabbits in the wintertime won't girdle the tree. This needs to come off though in the summertime so that insects don't start working under it. So anyhow, this is for a winter protection for the deer and the rabbits and any other gnawing critters. Deer repellents. Folks want to know, how do you take care of deer? How do you keep them away from your products? Tulips in the springtime, the hostas in the summertime. We have several products here that in the store. We have liquid fence that is quite popular. We have one called Repels-All. This one has a whole host of animals that it repels, even armadillo. Armadillo don't impact us here, but down in Texas, it does work against the armadillo. We also have a product that I'd have you look for, Plant Skid, which is a blood derivative, oil and blood mixed together, that also is a very good repellent for the deer. Last week I had a fall gardening class, and one person talked about Irish Spring soap that he hangs in his garden, and that works very nicely also. So there are several things that you can do to keep the deer away. We have the products here if you're interested, and we can talk to you about them. Another topic that is now getting a little bit old, and that is the emerald ash borer. Probably for the last 10 years, we've had an issue with the emerald ash borer going after the ash trees in our area. And more than likely, if you've had an ash tree that the borers have gotten to, it's already dead, you've already cut it down, or you're planning on cutting it down. In my yard, though, I've got 3 ash trees that my father planted that I think are of a more resistant variety, and they're still going. There is a product that we can use to help keep the borers away from the ash tree. It's a Bayer product, tree and shrub protection and feed. It has an insecticide that's taken up systemically through the root system, through the vascular system within the plant. You mix this with water, and you water around the base of the tree. The chemical is taken up through the roots, up into the tree, so that when the borers go to bore in, they hit the insecticide and that stops them. So this is an excellent product. It also works on other trees and shrubs also, preventing insects. So we highly recommend this if you're trying to prevent the insects in your yard. I want to talk about living Christmas trees. A tip, if you're going to use a living Christmas tree over the holiday, is that if you're going to use it, I encourage you to dig the hole now. Decide where you're going to plant the tree after the holiday so that you can already have that hole dug, have the dirt in the garage so it doesn't freeze. In case we get a foot of snow at Christmas time or a lot of cold weather, you're going to have that hole dug already, so that when you transition that tree back out into your yard, you'll be able to plant it and get it in the ground. So that is a product that works very, very nicely. We have a situation with some trees, maple trees especially. You see black spots on the leaves. It's called tar spot. It's caused by a fungus. We have several products here that will work against that. Funginol will work, and also we have a product called Oxidate. Oxidate is a product that is new on the market this year, but we're having excellent success with it. We use it here on our plants, and again, we highly recommend the Oxidate. So I think right now I'm at a point where I can have a break in my topic, and we'll carry on the next time, finishing up the topics of how do you put your garden together and get ready for winter time. So we'll see you next time. We still have wonderful product here at Wojo's. Come and see us. Bye-bye.